What's up, Soul Family? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, this is Soul Family Oracle, where I deliver messages from the divine, from the depth of our soul, our spirit guides, and our ancestors. And if you're returning, I love you guys so much, and I thank you so much. I'm so grateful to you guys for all your support and for helping us get to this point. Today's message, I feel like, is a message that is coming through as a topper on a message that we've received already, but that's because the time has finally come. And the time has come in a way that I don't think a lot of us expected it to be. Because I think for a lot of us, we expected it to be in a way where it's like we see an image of ourselves, or we see ourselves like, being placed in a new position or a new energy, and then everything like kind of like takes form, or like we kind of like morph into this energy or into this new being. But the divine is saying, or what the message coming through is saying basically, is that this is the time that you create your real self. This is the time that you craft your real identity. This is the time This is the time that you create. The time has come for you to create your real self, for you to create your real identity. So again, I think for a lot of us, we thought it was going to be in a way where it's like we're put in a certain position, or, we're put in a certain energy, or we come into a new light, and it's like we feel like, we're transforming into this newness of the energy that we've been placed in, right? Like, let's say, like for instance, you get a new job, right? And then, they make you like, let's say you used to be a waitress, and then now they've made you like a supervisor, or they make you like a manager. You get a new job, and then you go into this new job as a manager, right? And now that you've become the manager in this new job, or you have this new position, you have to like, you basically live according to the standard of this position, or you have to do things in a certain way. Now you have to be checking on the stuff. You have to be checking on certain things that you usually didn't have to do. And it's like, it's shaping who you are and shaping you and your energy and who you are becoming into this person that suits this role, or into this person that has the title of a manager, right? And I feel like this is what a lot of us were expecting to be the energy, or to be the outcome of this new energy that we're in, or to be like how we embody this newness that we're in. But then I feel like it's like totally different, in the sense that we are rather being called to be the ones to create the identity. It's like, who are you and who do you want to be? And you are being asked, or we're being asked to create these identities. And I feel like the reason why it was coming through as creating our true identities, or our true selves, is because these identities that we're creating, or like for instance, I'm hearing avatar, these avatars that we are bringing out, it's not exactly the avatar or exactly what we are creating, or exactly like our imagination. These are actually our real beings. These are who we truly are, right? And I'm hearing the alter ego, right? So this is an energy of like, I'm seeing like somebody in like a fiery suit, right? Like a yellow and red fiery suit, and this is like like a whole like superhuman or superhero kind of suit, like a female, right? And this is like, it's almost like, and then there's like another version of her that is just in like just dressed as human, just dressed in regular clothes, right? And what I'm getting is like the version of her in the suit is what is like she sees as the alter ego, but that's actually the true version of her, right? It's like rather the human version is a reverse of the alter ego, because in the spirit is different how we see this, like how how the ego is represented in the spirit as compared to how it's represented in the physical, right? So in a reverse, where for instance the alter ego is expected to be the one that is wild, that harbors like our dark energy, or like harbors like the dark feminine energy, or harbors like our shadow side and all of that, blah blah blah, and it's supposed to bring us a sense of like, dark empowerment, and, like a sense of like, excitement and all those things. In this sense, it's like rather the human aspect, and on the spiritual, that's the sense that is supposed to bring us empowerment. In the spiritual side is the human aspect rather that is meant to bring us empowerment, meant to bring us a sense of excitement, not the version of us that we would consider as our alter ego. And this is coming through as that, because that version that we consider as our alter ego in the spiritual world, that is our true self. You understand? Like, that is our true self. So in the spiritual, our true self doesn't have to, we don't have to create our true self. It's just like we're just bringing our true self into the physical reality, right? So I don't really know why Spirit was bringing that through for me to like really go deep into that and then come to this point, because I don't really. But yeah, I feel like the reason why that was coming through, why was that coming through, Spirit? What's the connection between that and the alter ego? Okay, yeah. So it's like, what I'm getting is like, there's a need to bring the spiritual sense down to the 3D in terms of like how we see ourselves in the spiritual, right? Where it's like the need to basically bring down that sense where it's like the physical and the spiritual have become one, but basically in the sense of like how you see it on the other side, right? So basically, like in the physical, hello. So basically in the physical, like I was saying, how we would consider like the alter ego as the wild side, the empowered side, the excited side, the very different side, to the side of you that you'd consider your usual self or your daily self, right? So basically it's saying on the spiritual, that side of us that is meant to, or we see as humble, is meant to become what is us on the spiritual. As in our physical nature is meant to become part of our spiritual nature, or meant to become the spiritual nature that we walk in, and our spiritual nature is meant to become the physical nature that we walk in. Again, back to the creating our true authentic self. So again, this avatar that we're creating, or this image that we're bringing out or putting out, this is not an image of who. This is not the image of who we want to be, or it's not an image that we're creating. It's basically us bringing down our true form, our true selves. So I feel like there's a need to understand that in this new phase that we're in, we're not adjusting to a seat. We're not like adjusting to a title, or adjusting to a position. No, we are basically like bringing down our true selves down into the physical, right? And this is going to help us to embody, or how to do this is one way to help us do this is to embody our spiritual nature as part of our physical nature, or our physical as part of our physical core foundations, and to embody our physical nature as part of our spiritual core foundations. So in a sense where, like, for instance, you would say your alter ego operates in a way where it's like in the background, like a part of you that is wild and doesn't like come out, it's like in the shadows of, what you think as your true authentic self. We are needing to switch positions where, for instance, if you consider yourself as a fire-breathing dragon, as a star seed, as a light warrior, as a light worker, if you consider yourself an energetic body that has special abilities, if you consider yourself an elemental body that has an elemental form that has special abilities, you are needing to create an image that suits that. You are needing to create an image that suits the fire-breathing dragon that you are. You are needing to create an image that suits the water-bending being that you are, the water-bending master that you are. It's like it's like needing. Whew. We are needing to craft our true authentic images. We're needing to craft our true selves. We're not sitting in a position to shape us. That's not the plan. We are the ones that we are creating our true selves. It's like who we truly are is what we are creating. We're going to be creating these images, these avatars, and these identities as part of who we truly are. It's like when I meet you and I speak of who I am and I tell you my spiritual name and the meaning of my spiritual name, it won't be because I found the name to be exciting, or it won't be because I found whatever whatever words I put together to make the name exciting or to make it exotic. No, it will be because this is who I am in the spiritual. It will be because this is part of my soul's identity. It will be because in this lifetime, this spiritual energy, this spiritual body or identity is the one that I chose to walk with in this lifetime. It will be because I truly walk in the energy and the power that this name holds and gives to me as part of who I truly am on a soul level. It's like, I really hope like I'm explaining myself properly for like, I feel like, yes, whoever this message is for, you will understand exactly what I'm saying. 1 2 2 on the timer and now 1 2 3. Thank you, Spirit. Total alignment. Whoever this message is for, you are going to fall right in alignment with it. You are going to understand and know exactly what it's about. Whew. And I feel the need to also add that it's just like how when you think of the alter ego and when you think of like people receiving the alter ego or coming into contact with other people's alter ego, it's not an experience that is always or that can always be termed as just regular or termed as just an experience. It's something that you would usually say is unforgettable, is outstanding, was unique, was authentic, was very unusual, or was very one of a kind, right? Because again, that alter ego is supposed to represent a part of you that holds like a very pure, authentic version of you that is unfiltered and that is like literally empowered beyond who you are in the physical state, right? So again, with a lot of people, I guess you can say like if you would meet their alter ego or if you would describe your alter ego, aside of it being very, very different from who you might be in the physical or like from who you might be, you know, or on a day-to-day, it's also going to be something that feels very empowered, feels very strong, feels very big, feels very whole. In some cases, feels even very scary. And this energy is not going to be received well by everybody because, again, it's not even just about people not understanding. It's mainly about people fearing. A lot of things that have happened with others being discriminated against is because others didn't understand them. But it's not just the understanding that causes it. It's the fear of not understanding them. It's like if I don't understand you, if I don't know what you are, then what could you be? Right? So I feel like this is going to be like really be a period of like our strength, our resilience, and our faith being tested. And I believe it's not even like faith in what we believe in, like, you know, as spiritualists now, we're past that point, but it's like faith in in what we know. We're like, I feel like a lot of people are going to begin to really question who you say you are and what you think you are. It's like when you sit down and then you think of the things that you believe you are, you might really ask yourself, it's like, I'm seeing somebody like trying to buy like an Egyptian costume, or like somebody has like some kind of like Egyptian costume. This might have to do with something to do with Halloween. So I don't know, confirmation for somebody would be like, I don't know if Halloween you were planning on wearing an Egyptian costume or you were planning on wearing a costume that reflects the energy of like your inner self or your higher self or the energy of your alter ego. And then I'm seeing somebody like looking at something like an Egyptian costume and being like, oh, you know, so it's like, I mean, I'm getting this because I know I'm like Egyptian royalty, or like I've had a past life, you know, as a pharaoh, and I want to honor that, or but you know, it's going to be in a way it's like, okay, but do I really, you know, want to walk around, you know, on the usual or on the regular as that? And the answer is yes. Because I feel like also there's a new energetic setting that is coming that is supposed to be available only to those that are working in their true authentic self, which is the next video that I'm about to post after this one. I will try and remember to tag it. I always say I remember to tag and then I forget. Anyway, so this has to do with the new setting that is coming in alignment with those that are shifting into the image of their higher self. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of questioning of who we really believe ourselves to be, because we are establishing that image, or we're establishing those identities in the physical reality right now. Yeah. 1455 on the timer. That's 555. There's big changes happening in the collective. There's such big changes happening in the collective, and also energetically, just outside the collective, in the atmosphere, in the ethers, that is affecting us also. And personally, I'm so grateful for us to be at this point, because judging from where we've come from to get to here, there's been a lot more clarity. There's been a lot more guidance and a lot more abundance and peace on our journey. So I'm truly grateful. As always, please listen with discernment. Take only what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if the message resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe to help us reach even more of our soul tribe. And as always, I love you guys and have a blessed day.